Hey YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. First of all, before we start, I just want to say I see y'all in the comments, and I just want to so dearly apologize for taking so long to upload another video. I'm being all ratchet swinging my hair. I just did my hair. Don't my hair look cute? So I'm just gonna pick up where I left off in regards to my last video. So my last video, y'all know I was pretty much going over my 2-week wait symptoms. So that's it is from 1 DPO to 14 DPO. And just to let y'all know, the people that was in the comments like, oh, you probably over ovulated, like I said in my last video, when you know your body, you know your body. So I will say, before I get into like my weeks, I'm gonna just let y'all know September 17th is when I actually went to the doctors to get my HCG levels, my beta HCG levels, which is just pretty much blood work. Got my blood work, which confirmed pretty much everything, and then I got my first ultrasound on October 15th. So let me just explain just a little bit, because for the people in the back that was like, yeah, whatever, you probably ovulated and you ain't even know when you ovulated. Anyways, so that was like my first ultrasound, which was October 15th. And don't mind me, y'all know me looking at my notes so I can make sure I'm keeping everything on point, on top, you know what I'm saying? So October 15th, got my first ultrasound, and it pretty much confirmed that I was like 8 weeks, about to be 9 weeks. So, and it also confirmed, like, I already knew my due date was gonna be in May, but I think I said like May 20th or 21st. And when I went to the doctor, she was just like, yes, it is May 21st. So that was pretty much like spot on with ovulation, like approximately. If you watch my last video, you'll know what I'm talking about. Because once you, like, if you watch my other video and you look at the calendar and everything, once you count back like those 4 weeks, you could see like that's my missed period. I know when I ovulate, like my cycle is pretty much normal, or whatever. So now let's just get right into the weeks. So as of right now, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I'm so behind in videos. Don't hate me. I'm 26 weeks right now. So let me catch y'all up a little bit. So pretty much from weeks 1 through 4, I'm gonna kind of just like, I'm not gonna do like week by week videos because I feel like sometimes those are annoying. And I appreciate y'all that do it because I'm pretty sure y'all going week by week. But unlike me, I mean, I'm like real like tired. Like I'm really over it. So anyways, I'm gonna group everything together because it's pretty much, for real, it's pretty much the same symptoms. Like it's not nothing too crazy. It's not nothing that changes like too much. So weeks 1 through 4, I just annotated that I was tired, and I did tell y'all that in my last video, but I feel like in a 2-week wait, I told y'all like I'm already tired. Like I'm already a generally tired person. I'm a homebody and I like to be in my bed. So after I feel like I got the positive test, and even with the positive test, I personally feel like it really wasn't until after I got my blood work that I really felt like all the pregnancy symptoms. Like every last one of them was just like, hey, who's that knocking on my window? So I'm tired. I was definitely like beat down dog. I'm just exhausted. I don't feel like doing nothing. I just want to sleep. I just want to be in a bed, and I just want to be left alone. Honestly, it wasn't like too crazy. It was really just exhausted. Like, let me sleep. And then, okay, so here's another thing too. So I drink water. I drink a lot of water. I'm a water drinker. I know for a lot of people, it's kind of like I drink water because I have to. No, I drink water because I genuinely like to drink water. So I pretty much drink a gallon of water a day. And I think I told y'all that in my last video, and I'm very serious. So after like that whole 2-week wait and everything was confirmed, y'all, I could not drink no water. If I was to drink water, like I would feel so sick to my stomach. Like I would throw up. It didn't matter like if I only drink a little bit of water, if I put fruit in it, if I put, I don't know. It don't matter what it was. I could not drink no water. And I was actually really sad because again, I like drinking water. So pretty much that was like really it. And then in my opinion, I feel like after I found out, I was just like really calm and happy. I was very much bloated. Mind you, weeks 1 through 4. I was most definitely bloated. And I told y'all, I think in my last video too, like I kept burping. Like every 25 seconds. Like I just had to burp. And it didn't matter what I was drinking. Like, you know how you only really burp if you drink soda or if you drink something like acidic? No, it did. Like I was trying to drink water because you're supposed to drink water. I would drink if I drink like a little like this much water. Like this much water. I promise you. Oh, and it was burping like regardless of me not drinking or drinking, I was burping. Like it didn't matter. It was I think that they consider it as being gassy too, but I don't know. I just kept belching. Did anybody else have like dry mouth? Like leave a comment, because I feel like regardless of me drinking, so because I couldn't drink water, I'm naturally a thirsty person. I get that from my dad. But regardless of me not drinking water, it didn't matter how much I drank in the first place. I just feel like I was still always thirsty. Like my thirst was never, it was like an unquenchable thirst. Like I just wanted to drink everything that I seen in my face. And I'm just like, I'm thirsty. Especially at nighttime. And I don't sleep with my mouth open. So I'm like, what is going on? Like, why am I so thirsty? And then I will say also, I wouldn't say it was like too much back issues because now it's a whole different story, but a little bit, like just like a little bit of back pain, nothing like too crazy. I honestly personally feel like I could feel like my uterus preparing, you know, for everything. Like I don't know, maybe again, I'm telling y'all, when you know your body, and don't let nobody tell you different. All I know is my body was just, I don't know, it was just like achy, like everywhere. Like I told y'all, like my neck was hurting, and then once I found out, I'm telling you, it like hit me like a truck. Like my entire body was just like, just so like, I don't know, just hurting, like annoyingly hurting. And I will say, I know some people are like really nervous in there, and you're probably watching this video like about to message your doctor, but I had cramping probably from like the middle of the 4th week. Now we could go a little bit further. The middle of the 4th week all the way up until like 6, 7, 8. I definitely had like cramping. At first, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was most definitely worried, but after a while I'm like, I'm not really, I don't know why that happened. I'm not really like a pain complaining person, and I'm not going to say it was like painful like period cramps, but it was just more so like, you know, when you got cramps and you can feel you got cramps and it's just like, why do I have cramps? It was kind of like one of them, and it was just like, it just put you in an uncomfortable situation. But it wasn't like too bad. It was just like, I don't know. It was just, I don't know how else to explain it. It was just like cramps. I feel like y'all know what I'm talking about. Moving right along. I definitely had sore gums. I think I mentioned that in my last video too. I definitely had sore gums. Sore to the point where when I would brush my teeth, it would hurt. Like I'm just like really slowly but surely, because I don't want no hot ass breath. Slowly but surely, like making sure I brush my teeth, but I could definitely tell like they were mad sore. And then sometimes if I was in a rush and I care about the soreness, my gums would bleed. So yeah. I told y'all lower back pain. And then now I personally feel like my 2-week wait, I think I mentioned my boob pain. It wasn't this bad. Again, after I got my blood work done, I'm telling y'all, everything hit me like a bag of bricks. Once I got to like week 5, I feel like it was mainly my nipples. Like, my nipples hurt so bad. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it was like so painful, like so much to the point where it was, not that I ain't my mom ain't raised no, but I'm just saying, they just was like, man, uncomfortable putting on like a bra, putting on a shirt, getting in the shower, anything. Like, anything would just aggravate them or irritate them, or I don't know. It was just like, they just hurt really bad and I didn't like it. And personally, I'm gonna just be honest, that like first week all the way up into your 8 weeks, it is very true that you are very nauseous and throwing up all the time. Because personally, after the first 8 weeks, I wasn't even really that nauseous. And I mean nauseous like you could be sitting at your desk at work or doing your work, sitting at home about to eat, and you like, ugh. And it, you know what I'm saying? Those first 8 weeks was, baby, I ain't really like them. So this is kind of like from week 5 to 8, because I kind of like went into it a little bit more. Week 5, most of my symptoms remain the same. The nausea, the bloating, gassy, and like always burping. I'm not sure if that's like considered acid reflux, but I don't know. I just knew that I was like gassy, and not like farting gassy. I just mean like I would feel my stomach bubbling and stuff like that. Again, you already know I was constipated. And I'm still constipated. But it's gotten worse. But just burpy, like, and you know, like when you could feel in your stomach that you got trapped air, that's exactly what it felt like. That's how I could also explain some of the cramps, because some of the cramps wasn't just like I could feel my uterus kind of doing this little thing. It was also because you like, you know, when you could feel trapped air, or you know when you got a fart, and you know when you got a burp, like you could just feel it, like, and you know when you holding in a fart, and you could just feel it all up in your system. But I don't hold nothing in. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm not holding nothing in. So again, I'm not sure if that's like the burping and everything was considered acid reflux, but regardless. Now I will say, I know also some women are like, oh my God, no, I started bleeding. So around 5 weeks and 5 days, I did get very light spotting. More so like, it wasn't like period spotting, or like, I wouldn't even know if I consider this like implantation bleeding type of spotting. All I remember is it was like a brown tinge cervical mucus. I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about. It wasn't like an actual like, oh, I'm spotting type of thing. It was more so just like a little bit of brown like CM. So, and it was like, I didn't really like freak out. I'm lying, I kind of did, and I messaged my doctor, but because it was like I had the cramps, and then I also had like that tinge. So I'm like, do you think I should be worried, or I should just chill? So my doctor pretty much was like, if it gets worse or whatever, you know, then maybe you should come in. But just basically, it's almost like a follow your gut type of thing. Like, I feel like women, again, please understand and get to know your body, because a woman's intuition, you know when there's something wrong, and you know when you can relax. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. I get this from my mother. You know when something is wrong, and you know when you got to get your behind up and go do what you got to do, or you chilling. So once I talked to my doctor, she was just like, how do you feel about it? Like, of course I sent her pictures and whatever. She was just like, sometimes it does happen, But considering things that happened in my past, I was like, do you think I should come in? Do you think I should be brave? Do you think, you know me, I'm the overthinker. So she was just like, well, how do you feel? And I was just like, you know what? For some reason, I'm just too calm. Like, I'm not even like neurotic like I normally am. Like, when I know something is wrong with me, I become like obsessive, like Dr. Google, I'm Googling everything. But on a side note, I'm not gonna say I'm like I went to med school and I know everything in the book, and I'm not gonna say I'm like professionally medically inclined, but I'm not stupid and I like to read and I pay attention to things. And again, I also pay attention to my body. So once I had like a little short conversation with her, I was just like, I think I'm good. But if you are bleeding, I am not a doctor. I am not saying if you think you fine. Again, as I keep mentioning, I know my body and I know when something is wrong and I know when something is not wrong. That is me. That is my personal opinion. That has been my own life experiences. If you feel like something is wrong or you not sure or you don't, just go to the doctors, call your doctor, go to urgent care, go to the emergency room, do whatever you gotta do. I'm not saying don't go to the doctor just because you feel like, you know what I mean? I am kind of, y'all get what I'm saying. Don't be taking advice from me and be like, oh yeah, this girl on YouTube. No, I said me. I know my body.